Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Cosmoteer, where it's been a little bit of a while since the last episode, indeed a while since videos in general. We've started getting things back going now, and now Cosmoteer will be returning. I am now on my new PC, so everything's going to be running a lot smoother. No more issues with going at 4 times speed while we're trying to get our ships to stay in formation and fail quite significantly. And so let's pick up where we left off. We are in the Vanguard sectors, working our way through, seeing what different ships we encounter and seeing how we fare against each of them. So let's carry on. Last time it was the Crescent Wrath. You can see some bits of it left there. We managed to fight it, though it was a little bit scary. It was wearing down the hammer a bit at times, but everything's fine now. We got loads of money as well. We can nearly afford to build the entire fleet over again, and I don't think we particularly need to upgrade the ships we have right now. There's a couple of times where things are a little bit scary, but so far we've been okay. Very colourful looking today. I don't know whether it's my new monitor or whether it's always looked quite so primary colours-ish. It's weird how I didn't know nebulas only came in red, green, no, red, blue, and yellow. Surprised they don't mix. Right, let's jump down to here because I think there's a couple of Vanguard sectors down here to visit. Only the 3 of them, but that's fine. Let's go this way to Beta Cerberus 12 with its 2 ships. 10% of our FTL fuel as always. And this may be the last or one of the last episodes of this series. Let's get the jump done, or maybe not because it's taking forever. We'll speed up through it. There we go. This may be the last or one of the last episodes because there is a new update coming, and that new update will, as far as I'm aware, break saves. And so we will lose this. We'll still have the ships, I guess, but we'll lose this particular world that we're in with the amount of money and FTL fuel and stuff we have. So I don't know whether I'll be able to continue from there if that happens. But the reason that there's a new update that's breaking saves is because it brings multiplayer. So it probably involved a fair bit of redoing of a lot of the basic functions of the game. You can do it, guys. We can go to 4 times speed for this and still function fine. So I guess we'll do that. They'll get it done a little bit quicker. Oh, I knocked him out of position there. How rude of you. Oh, the enemy's come to say hi, so forget that. Oh, it's another beast! Ballista, you're in a terrible position, but we don't really have time to... Actually, I guess we'll just stay where we are for the moment. You'll try and get into position. God, he moves fast. Jeez, I guess he does have a lot of thrusters to him. Time to... Oh, Ballista's firing. Currently facing backwards, though. I need to specifically target with each ship to make sure you turn around. Please do that quickly. Let's go to quarter speed. Oh, we've already knocked out one of the pods, so that's a good start. So yeah, this is what we faced like the beginning of last episode. So we get to take another shot at this time without any interruptions, I hope. Blooming people sneaking up on us while we're busy fighting this guy. The ballista's a little closer than he'd like, but luckily he's built to tank a few hits, so I think he'll be okay now. He's facing the right way. I think we'll just let people shoot what they want and see how it goes. Because the retargeting to different pods thing didn't seem to be that useful in the end, because I kept ending up having to retarget every 5 seconds because the thing just spun constantly. But that's already 2 pods down. We've got another volley of missiles coming from the ballista. Does have some point defense to it, but not enough to stop them. Quite a few getting through there. Very nice. The hammers got distracted by that thing. Can you get into range, please? You're always terrible with this. You always end up at miles away. Like, none of your guns are in range there. Get in position, move in, and actually be in range to shoot. Are you in range? Everyone's moving miles away. What are you doing? Stay where you can actually shoot him. That's all that matters. Another one down, thanks to the spear. He's doing very little to us, it seems, this time. He's trying to fight the spear, but the spear is holding fairly well. Slight bit of damage there, but nothing to be worried about. Let's go to half speed. You're just breaking through to the core now. We're going to end up cutting all sorts of random sections off, which is a fun way to do with the beast. Just have loads of random little pods that are useless on their own floating around. The hammer is just being useless. Come on, get some speed up. The beast is just leaving. I guess he's chasing the ballista. Oh, that bit's gone. That's going off on its own journey. Yeah, that's the thing, because the spear is targeting the center of it and it keeps spinning. It's just managing to cut all the connections between the pods. And we're just leaving the hammer behind here. No, it's starting to catch up. It's getting a couple of cannon shots off. Another pod gone. This thing is falling apart very nicely. There's basically only, yeah, there's only 2 weapons pods left. Doesn't know where to point anymore, it's just spinning endlessly. And everyone's fine. And now the hammer's getting into range and battering it with everything it's got. The thing, if I just target the ship, then everything's sort of random and it's like a shotgun that just does lots of little bits of damage everywhere. So it probably makes more sense to target particular reactors and have done with it nice and quick. See if we can go for the center as well, because if you can get that, that might take the whole thing apart. Another weapons pod down. There's just 1 left over here, with a couple of missiles en route. Though that's the thing. Like, the later on you get in the fight, the more spread out the missile barrages are, and the easier it is to stop them. There's still a nice wave coming in here that's doing a good job. There we go. I think that's the core, question mark, destroyed. It's hard to say which is the core. The core probably is just considered to be whichever one's nearest to the center of mass at any particular time. Target that one, because that's nearly done anyway. There we go, and let's finish that one off there. And then I think there's just this one over here. Load of pods that don't even have weapons. No, don't even have reactors in them. Annoyingly, that's on the opposite side of the ship, but apparently it wants this to end quickly because it's turning around to show that to us. And that is the beast dealt with. Let's get clear of it, get in formation. See what repairs might need doing. Very tiny amounts. That was a very good fight for us. Right, let's go for the next guy. We'll see what we've got. I'm waiting for the time we encounter the Cerberus. I consider the Cerberus to be the most dangerous ship. I think there have been some changes a little bit to ships since I first started playing the game, and I haven't looked at the full selection of ships since before I started the series. The Draken Sword, or the Draken Sword, or whatever, this one's cool. This looks a little bit like the Twin Crusher that we saw last episode. Lines of cannons along either side, a weird thin section in the middle. This has got some wacky stuff going on with the beams. They're clearly going for some sort of particular style here. A lot of cannons on that one side that could cause us a bit of pain. It seems to favour that side. There we go, everything's targeting. Go back to normal speed for a second because no one's in range yet. There we go, missiles coming in. It's got some point defense, but not enough. We're getting the hits in. Unfortunately, a bunch of them have missed and they're just going to hit the engines, which is no good. Then again, the engines can often be weak spots. I see there's a lot of reactors and stuff around here. Starting straight away on this, just trying to cut it in half before too much can happen. But there's a lot of cannon shots going for this one particular section of the hammer here. Always a bit of a worry. But yeah, we very nicely halved the destructive power of this particular side. Looks like it's turning to try and show us the other side now. It's not even tried using the beams, it's turning the wrong way. This guy's not smart at all. I reckon we've got this one. There'll be a brief moment where this side can do some damage, unless the ballista blows it up before it even has the chance. Oh, now it's trying to point the front at us. It's charging the beams. Is it going to fire? Is it even in range? I don't think it's in range. Nope, it's drifted too far back. It's got no engines left. We're just tearing it apart now. And there's a lot of reactors here we're about to get to. There goes the first 2. Oh, the beams worked for a second there because the spear moved in. Didn't achieve much. Yeah, this one was alright. This was, I think, the lower level of Vanguard, this particular vessel. Just in case to get into those last couple. Jeez, this is taking forever. You're hitting everything but the reactors. Come on, guys. Seriously, there's nothing left but the reactor itself. Right, done. Everything's good. Repair work. Ooh, a fair bit of it. Oh yeah, because it did manage to really focus down this section of the hammer here. Alright, on to the next one. Ndumum is the name of this place. We're going to fly straight to a sun for this one. I'm a little bit concerned. Let everyone charge up nice and quick. Yeah, multiplayer is a very nice thing that's going to be coming soon, and it does make sense that it stops us from being able to continue. Maybe the devil managed to work out how to make it so that we can continue, but the nice thing is that we're approaching the natural endpoint anyway. If we've got to Vanguard, it's now just a case of testing ourselves against various different Vanguard vessels, because we haven't seen them all yet. I would like to see all of them before we finish, if I can. Everyone make sure to fly together. It would be dumb to do anything else. And we'll fast forward to this so we can get there nice and quick. Yeah, basically I just want to fight the Cerberus, and then I'll be happy that I've tested myself against the best that Vanguard can offer. Why are they flying away as fast as we're flying after them? And that ship is flying after us as fast as we're flying away from it. Try and target one that's not moving, because it makes it easier for you to maneuver and actually get to where you're going. Here we are. So we have a station, a raptor, a tadpole, that stupid thing, and a reckless warrior. I guess the station's the main thing to worry about, and I'm not even that worried about it anyway. But there's it's not a case of one big one and loads of tiny ones. The tadpole and the raptor are functional vessels. The tadpole more debatable. But we'll go for the station and see how we fare. Actually, perhaps I should split my fire here. Let's have the ballista go for that, the spear go for that. Spear might cut this in half. The ballista should hopefully overwhelm and annihilate that instantly with its volley of missiles. Whereas the station will take the more sustained fire of the hammer to take it down. So here we go. We'll see how this goes. They can swing around the back and hit in just the right spot. They might just burrow straight through to the reactors. It's trying to turn here. I don't know what it's going for. Maybe it's trying to go after the hammer. But that's looking very nice. Very explosive there. That's one wing gone. And can we get... Oh, not quite. We're very close though. A couple more missiles around the back will do it. Meanwhile, things have gone very weird. The spear has indeed cut the tadpole in half. And should hopefully do a decent job of taking out the rest of it, though it might cause us a bit of trouble, especially with it firing at the back of the hammer. Meanwhile, the hammer is starting to hit the nail-like structures of the station. The Reckless Warrior is doing its thing, causing us a bit of trouble. There's not much we can do about that. We've ended up with 3 separate battles here, basically. Perhaps not the best, but we seem to be winning them all. A couple more missiles. All we need is one missile in the right spot, and this is done. Target that particular reactor right there, because that will kill the ship. That would also work, though, right? You go fly after the tadpole just because it's there. In fact, go for the station, and in the meantime, you'll fire at the tadpole with the spare missiles you've got. This seems to be going fine. We're slowly wearing it down. It's taking a while because, of course, the thing spins super quick, so we just keep getting faced with new sides that are working very nicely still. The Reckless Warrior is not doing much to us. But that and the tadpole are both trying to break through here. With enough work they might. That one's a little bit exposed, really. Oh, it tried firing a missile and we absolutely shut that down. That ain't happening. We have far too much point defense on the back of this for that to ever work. Ballista's taken its time. Seems to just be firing all of its engines at once. I don't know what the plan is there. Don't know what you're trying to achieve. You're just sort of gently drifting towards your destination. Let's speed things up to normal, I reckon. Seem to be doing alright. Yeah, station's just going to be a pain to deal with, but that's the spear done with the tadpole. Go for the station. I think that's that gone. So yeah, everyone's going for the station. At some point, someone will accidentally kill the Reckless Warrior, probably the ballista. It's in a bit of an awkward spot. All of its missiles are just hitting the hammer. This is not the best. There we go. The hammer's made some space, and also something knocked out the Reckless Warrior, and there's nothing much left of the station now. It is a shell of itself. All its arms are falling off. And that is the last reactor gone. And let's turn around and go for our friend over there, whoever he may be. That's the self-destruct button. Don't press that. I want the formation button. Let everyone get on with your repairs. Quadruple speed. We'll see how long it takes for you to work out The ballista's always the worst for this, because he just keeps, like, changing his plan and doesn't really get anywhere. He's like, oh, maybe I should go this way. Nah, I should go forward. Maybe I should go sideways. Maybe I should turn this way. And everyone else is just sat around waiting for him. He's going to smash into a bunch of debris from the tadpole as well, or somebody is. The hammer is, as it turns out. Just going to take that with him. Use it as extra armor in the coming fight. We can fly up to the enemy and then stop, and then the tadpole bit will fly into him. Oh, it's gone. This guy's gone miles away now. It's going to take forever. And I reckon we can manage another, well, probably another 2 Vanguard worlds actually in this episode. Now I'm not really doing the building anymore. I can get a lot more done in terms of how many enemies I kill. I don't know, if you want me to carry on doing building, I can do. But everything seems to be functioning okay at this stage. This is a Hammerhead. Have we encountered this before? I've definitely seen it before. I reckon we'll be alright. Go for normal speed. Perhaps that's all we'll need. This guy's fast. Jeez. A lot of high-speed cannon shots coming at us. A strong starting volley from him, but we've managed to take out a nice chunk of his weapons there, and he doesn't seem to know what he's doing anymore. Guess he's got a couple of weapons on the side he's decided to use because his cannons are run out of ammo. Ooh, did a fair bit of damage there. Yeah, what with him focusing down that corner so much, he actually did do a fair bit of damage to it, but we are just cheese grating him to pieces. Perhaps the way. Removing the outer layer, the standard thing. Here we go, we've cut him in half. There's just 2 clusters of reactors left now. And of course our ships will destroy everything but the reactors before finally hitting them. There we go, just this bit here. And sorted. Very nice, but not a challenge. I wanted something strong to fight. Let us continue our search for that. To what is it? Prilemo. And then there's, after this one, there's 1 more Vanguard sector. So I guess that's what we'll do. We'll do the 4 Vanguard sectors in this particular star system for this episode, and we'll see if we encounter a Cerberus or Ragnarok or anything like that. Another one that'll be interesting to face. Come on, Ballista. Always the last one, because someone misplaces the last bit of power. 2 large ships for this. Let's go for that one because we're facing slightly more towards it. But everyone's vaguely close to their positions already. And this will put us a nice long way away from that other ship so we don't end up trying to fight 2 at once or anything like that. Though that would be an interesting challenge. We've had that once. We could have that again. And see how we fare. Here we go. This guy's coming straight for us. It's an Archangel again. We've done fine with these so far. This one's just a whole lot of empty space, which is always a bit weird. So we just take off the outer layers and then we just have a load of crew quarters and open voids left at the end of it. But yeah, this is one where we don't need to go slow-mo. We know this is fine. We've dealt with this before. We dealt with this with an accompanying fleet and stuff like that. Again, with knocking out the side here. What is there? It's just some corridor and stuff. Knocks out a side-facing shield generator. We like going for that. Well, now he's focusing here. I mean, the ships always manage to get through a couple of layers. And sometimes they even manage to do some damage to the internal reactors, but they never manage to break through it entirely, which is nice. There's enough stuff in the way, stopping them. Even in the case of electro bolts and stuff like that, it seems to fare well enough to not fail, which is good, because there's a very long line of highly explosive structures here, and if one of them goes up, the whole thing goes up, which is slightly scary. Also, we can just do our repairs now, apparently, because there's just no guns left on the thing whatsoever. There's just reactors and crew quarters to work our way through. Target that. Because, of course, if you shoot at the middle, you'll never hit the actual important bit. And that's that done. Already got the repairs done, so let's swing around and go for the other guy. Uh-oh. We're going to have some issues here. Oh, no, it's gone alright. They've worked out where they need to go. The spear is overshot by miles, though. Jeez. If you overshot further than your run-up was, then you really need to think more about your flight plans here. And now the weight. I wish you could, like... I wish there was 8 times speed. This PC can deal with that. You may notice that the episode is now in 60 FPS as well, which is awesome. Gone from barely being able to run 1080p 30 to being able to easily run 1080p 60. Even while live streaming. Ah, a twin... Oh, it's a twin cruiser, not a twin crusher. I'm dumb. This time we get to face one on its own, so this will go even better than the last fight, where we didn't have the ballista helping us. It's getting a lot of shots into the hammer straight away, which is a little bit worrying. Oh, geez, that's a way to bypass shields. That's very, very literal bypassing of shields. But there we go, we've managed to overwhelm it. Oh no, it's managed to turn its good face though. We've got some fire, a little bit scary. But we've torn the thing to pieces now, and it's just a case of mopping it up. It's managing to get a couple of hits on the side of the ballista, seeing as there's so many different sections. It's gone multi-vector assault mode, we're doomed! Right, just this bit here that's desperately trying to do anything to the ballista. And the ballista is having its revenge, and missing with every single missile. There we go. Well, one stray missile finally managed to do it. And wow, how much damage did we do out? In the end it wasn't that bad, it just did a lot of damage to the surface. Made it look a bit scary. So did a fire, but the fire got put out, so that's all fine. Those repairs done, and on to the next one. And our final Vanguard sector for the day. We've been blasting through this. This is going to be the shortest episode yet. But we've gone through so many Vanguard sectors that it would make sense to finish about now. That's what happens when you don't spend half the episode building. But yeah, if you want to see me doing some more building, I could maybe do some more upgrading of the spear or something like that. Or maybe design some sort of new ship that focuses on cannons or something. Tell me what you think in the comments, but I think that this series will end when the multiplayer update comes along and breaks this current save. Because I think I'll be happy with that. Better than it happening halfway through, when we've just arrived in like the elite sectors or something. Because that'd just be a pain. Oh, suddenly they're coming for us, whoever these guys are. We've got a Falcon, we've got a Raptor, we've got a Baylor Reaper, which I guess is the flagship, and we've got a Spartan. Ah, the Spartan, I remember the days. Oh, was it the Spartan? I think it was. Yeah, it was. The one I hated. Alright, go for the Baylor Reaper, and in the meantime, you'll probably shoot the others a bit. Oh, they've decided to reposition. I don't know what they're thinking right now. Go back down to normal speed. The Spartan is coming in to say hi. He's gonna get annihilated. Yep, there he goes. Piece of cake. And then the rest of the fight. Focus down the Baylor Reaper, get him dealt with. Oh, geez, yeah, this guy's got a lot of electro bolts, so he's immediately causing us some trouble. Perhaps this is a slow-mo fight, then. Yep, he just burned through the shields and then started doing some serious damage to the internals. Oh, look at that as well. Stray cannon shot got in a very nice position there. Oh, this guy's saying hi to the spear. Spear, shoot him. Just turn a bit and then you'll start mincing him. In the standard fashion. Baylor Reaper's falling apart though, so in a minute everyone can focus on that. Might take a while to finish him off though. What is he even doing? He's just spinning madly. He doesn't know what to do anymore. He's gonna try and spin up and hit us or something. This is a much more... I like how, like... Oh crap, not again! God damn it, I was about to talk about how the fact there's this lovely little, like, elite, not even elite level fight going on over here. It's quite nice to watch. Well, there's the Titanic battle going on over here, but now this has happened. Another beast. They're just everywhere. Right, turn to face him. Forget about the Raptor. He's nothing relative to this. You start flying towards the beast as well. In the meantime, you'll probably finish killing the Baylor Reaper, so that's alright. I'm a little bit concerned for the spear's continuing health right now. He's caught between a rock and a hard place a little bit. There we go. The Baylor Reaper is... Wait, is he still functional? Seriously? Surely a missile's gonna hit him. There we go. Right, that's that guy dead. Carry on up this way. Hammer, do that as well. Everyone get in position. The spear is suffering, most definitely. That's a lot of fire. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. No, keep targeting that. Keep flying back. They extend to your range. These guys are just getting stuck on each other, which is nice. The hammer... It's not really approaching. I would like you to get nearer. That is your job. Please fly towards the enemy. Meanwhile, the ballista's also supposed to be doing that. He's got distracted by murdering the falcon, which is fine. Unless he stops, which he has. Why is nobody flying towards the enemy? Oh, he's caught him and sent him spinning. Oh, that's brilliant. He's actually got hooked on the beast. And whenever the beast spins, he just sends the raptor flying. That's fantastic. There we go. The falcon is dead. Can you please go over and deal with the beast? There's no distractions now. Here we go. The raptor's broken free. He's very confused. He's just spinning off into the distance. To be fair to him, the spear's holding his own, but he's definitely suffering. I imagine that he can't take the beast out on his own, so can you please approach, Hammer? Fly towards him. I'm just going to manually order you. Fly there, you idiots. Just move. What are you doing? Just faffing about with your engines, trying to line up or something. It's because he's got like a wiggle to him, so he just keeps wiggling and not moving forwards. He's like, I gotta be in the right position before I move. Whoops, I've wiggled to the side again. Let me just correct that. This is ridiculous. What's wrong with him? What's the ballista doing? Why is he spinning around? What's happening? I don't understand anymore. Fly at the enemies. Turn and face them and then fire your engines. Luckily for the hammer, the beast has just flown towards him anyway, so he can actually get in on this fight. Meanwhile, he's just absent-mindedly swatting at the raptor beside him. The ballista's fired a bunch of shots. I guess they're going to hit the raptor or they're going to hit the back of the hammer. This might finish the raptor off. Yep, that's that sorted. It's just the beast now. Hammer, what are you doing? Right, point at him. You just target him now. Whoops, there's no other distractions. Just fight him. Let's go to normal speed because I think we're alright. Just a case of wearing him down. Yeah, we'll be fine. But what was that mess? Now the hammer's moving. Now he's happily flying alongside the beast, but he just wasn't. He would just sat there. Where's this guy going? Does he have a reactor on him? No, good. I don't have to go chasing after him. That bit does. We'll have to go catch that in a minute. All the weapons pods are gone. It's just a case of wearing him down. Everyone target something. That one. I missed, but it was good enough. That one. Then that one. It's going to take a while longer. And then there's 3 more. Get that one just because he's facing this way. Doesn't seem to care which way he's facing anymore, what with the lack of weapons. Oh, now he's turning. When we get to that bit, we've sort of dented the armor. Just blow up that one then. Sorted, and blow up that one. Go on, sorted, and then it's just the core, which we'll make our way through to easily enough. It'll just take a bit. And then there's something, they're trying to target that, but there's no reactor left, so I don't know why you bothered. Job done. How much damage did we get from this? Oh, look at that bit spinning there. Whoops, oh, I've targeted it. Sorry. That's gone. They're all chasing after it now. Wow, the most damage yet. Look at the state of... Yeah, because that was from the first bit of combat. And then this. Oh, jeez. This was from the second. The spear took the brunt of this, definitely. Ah, well, we can afford it with ease. And that is where we will be ending for today. 4 more Vanguard sectors dealt with. How many more do we even have? Because we've dealt with all this Vanguards here and here. What do we have left? There's 2, 4 in this one. Up here, I think there's some Elite as well as Vanguard. There are quite a few left, but at some point I might run out. I just want to fight a Cerberus. They've got to be out here, right? Yeah, we're really clearing the place out at the moment. That's pretty awesome. That's the thing, if you really cared, you could actually wipe out every single bounty here. I don't know if anything would happen once you did that. Do you, like, get a congratulations message? Do you jump to a new system? If you just run out of bounties to collect? I have no idea what happens then. Anyway, that's us done for today. So next episode, more of that. I want to find a Cerberus, damn it, and a Ragnarok, and a couple of the other ones we haven't seen yet. There's another one. It's sort of like a wedge shape, but I forget what it's called. That seems like a neat one to fight, if not quite as powerful as the others. But there's still some big ones out there, and I want to see them. We just keep fighting more beasts, damn it. I'm bored of those now. I want to fight other stuff. But that's all we have time for today. Hopefully by next episode I won't have automatically updated to the multiplayer mode. I don't know if it is automatic or whether I have to opt into that. If I have to opt into it, I can just make sure not to update. And then we can carry on the series till I'm happy to conclude it. Otherwise, at some point, the multiplayer update will come out and break this save. And if you don't see any more episodes, you'll know what's happened. And then maybe I'll do some videos on messing about in the sandbox and stuff like that. That's all we have time for today, so I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.